Okay. So what we have is basically a fully functional mobile game. This is a screen that you first see whenever you log in for the first time. It allows you to actually go through and select different classes, things of that nature, and actually be able to kind of choose your look and how you would like to be. Okay, so I'm going to choose that. That allows you kind of name your character, whatever you like. I'm just going to call it Tim here. And once you create your character, it's going to go ahead and load you straight into the hub world. And what this is basically it's meant to resemble like a city. What you're able to do is actually kind of move around using the little joystick here, and the button on the right allows you to interact with the different characters. Now, currently, right now, since this is an early release, we just have a couple things you can do here. One is primarily the shop. We have over 200 items, digital items, on the game here that actually you're able to come in and purchase. But unfortunately, I don't have any gems yet, so I can't do that. Eventually, as this continues development, it will more resemble a like a city, and so that's kind of what we're going for. We want this to kind of evolve as more features and stuff are added. So what I'd like to point your attention to is in the top right, you have kind of two main forms of kind of currency. One is going to be your energy. Energy is actually created and derived from your daily activities. So if you have daily calls you need to make, emails, things like that, that is basically where that comes from. Your energy cap is based on how much energy you need to have in a week. Currently, right now, we don't have anything set up just yet. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is generate basically some enemies so that the system has some enemies to defeat. Now I'm going to go ahead and go into the battleground, kind of show you what it does whenever you don't have any energy in here. So what we do is we do kind of like a soft redirect back to kind of their workload. The main thing is we're not trying to occupy them for super long stretches at a time. There's generally a couple ways people can play. They either will kind of use energy as soon as they get it, or they'll maybe save it up and kind of go through and use it all at once. Either way is fine. You know, cumulatively, the time spent is roughly the same, and that's basically how it is. So now I want you to notice I have 10 energy up in the top right-hand corner, and now I can go back in here, and we can actually fight the monsters that were generated. Now the monsters are generated every single night at midnight UTC. And so what that does is we take a look at all of your daily activities and what you need to accomplish. Then we split that into an appropriate number of monsters with the appropriate difficulty to allow you to come in and defeat these monsters, and then actually go and basically do your work. What this does is this actually means that if you are able to defeat these monsters, basically you do enough damage to them, that means you will have earned enough energy to have done all of your daily activities for the day. For example, the monsters here, they had a total of 10 hit points. In this account, I had 10 daily activities I needed to complete today. So our system ran an algorithm, basically split that into 2 monsters with 5 hit points each. Very simple math, very simple calculations that we do, especially at lower levels. Now you're able to basically do kind of fun little attacks here. And once you defeat them, basically you do kind of a little cheer, you get a little congratulatory message, and then we go back to the hub. Now, the main idea from all of this is to kind of acquire gems. Gems have kind of a real world conversion from effort and time spent into sort of what they can get. Okay, and so the 2 main ways of getting gems currently are defeating monsters, which give you an appropriate amount of gems per level that you are, and also for leveling up. So I just leveled up to level 2, and I got a nice little bank of about 10 gems here. So I have a total of 12, defeated 2 monsters, which they gave me 1 each, and then 10 from leveling up. So now I can actually go into the shop here, and I can buy pretty much anything I want. Now currently we have everything kind of set to 1 gem. What that allows us to do is to kind of let people kind of mess around, try different things, do different looks at a relatively small cost, and things of that nature. Now, one of the things that's really cool about this is as soon as you buy it, boom, it appears right on your character, kind of a cool customization option. Now, one of the other really interesting things that we've done is we allow the management to go ahead and enter in their own physical rewards into our eShop as well with a quantity. So for example, if they wanted to do an Amazon gift card, they would go into the web portal, add that, and then we would assign an appropriate amount of gems to it, because we have calculated the amount of effort versus kind of reward system that is, and it's about 0.05 cents per gem. And so what we do is we do all that calculation kind of behind the scenes, and once a person reaches that gem amount, they're able to purchase that. Now, having it have a quantity is really important because it puts a sense of urgency onto that and actually allows you to really kind of push people without kind of pushing them from behind, but more leading them from the front. And so that's really it. Thanks.